Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, before I am going to start chapter number 4, gases. So just I am telling you about the MCQs of previous chapter. If you open your book, exercises questions, choose the correct answers of MCQs previous chapter. Chapter number 3. The bond energy between fluorine molecule, chlorine molecule, bromine molecule, iodine molecule is given. 37, 58, 46, 36 kilocalories respectively. The strongest bond is formed in chlorine because it has a highest bond energy, that is a 58. That's why. The percentage of ionic character of bond between the two atoms calculated from the difference of between their electronegativities. Number B. The geometry of phosphorus pentachloride is trigonal bipyramidal. C. sp3 hybridization is important in describing the bonding in carbon tetrachloride. Carbon tetrachloride. B. Greater the dipole moment, greater is ionic nature. Number A. Water bond angle is 104.5, not 1.09.28 because of lone pair repulsion. Number 7. The diatomic molecule has a dipole moment 1.2 d. Its bond distance is in 1.0 angstrom. What fraction of electric charge E exists on the atom? 25% electric charge. C. Which is not characteristics of pi bond. Pi bond are not formed by Hubbard orbital. Already I explained. Hubbard orbitals only form sigma bond. Pi bond is formed by the overlapping of unhybridized atomic orbitals. The formation of nitrogen molecule from nitrogen molecular ion from nitrogen molecule, the electron is removed from sigma px orbital. According to Vesper theory, the most probable shape of molecule having 4 electron pairs around the central atom is a tetragonal. So dear students, these are the MCQs. You have to solve all the exercises questions from this chapter, and also the Federal Board of Intermediate Secondary Education Islamabad, they give 4 chapters for at least science subjects. 4 chapters download. They are going to be revising the syllabus. They are maybe some short topics, maybe some questions from exercises. You have to see this one, and accordingly you have to prepare these chapters which are downloaded by the FBIAC. Okay. Now students, we are going to start with number 4, gases. Lecture number 33 and class 11. And the topic is kinetic molecular theory of gases. Kinetic molecular theory of gases. So first of all, we should know what are the gases. In our surrounding, we see that 3 states of matter. Gases mostly cannot be seen. There are exceptions. There are 1 or 2 gases. Chlorine can be seen. Bromine is a liquid also. Other may be nitrogen dioxide. Okay. So these gases are mostly we can't see them. Then liquid, then solids. Then another also we will discuss plasma state. Okay. So gases cannot be seen. They exert pressure because there are large empty spaces present between the atoms and molecules. Large distances, empty spaces present between the gases molecules, weak force of interactions, weak force of attractions. That's why gases have indefinite shape and indefinite volume. Indefinite shape and indefinite volume. They can acquire the volume of container, and also they move very fastly. Whatever, maybe they see the space and they move from the tiny hole. So gases do not have proper shape and also volume. And the reason, basic reason, in all topics you will find large distances present between the molecules and atoms of gases. That is why, this is the main reason. Okay. Now, when we discuss the kinetic molecular theory of gases, the different scientists give different ideas. Daniel Bernoulli, Swiss mathematician. The kinetic theory of gas was developed by a number of well-known physicists. James Maxwell in 1859. James Maxwell, Bernoulli. In 1870, another very good scientist, Boltzmann. And research is continued till the kinetic molecular theory was developed in 1857 by Classes, and he derived the kinetic molecular theory of gases. So dear students, in the kinetic molecular theory of gases, we will explain according to the physical behavior of the gases, not chemical behavior. It means that if you have a container and it is closed and there are gases, suppose oxygen, suppose there is a nitrogen, suppose there is a helium. So these gases which are present in the container, they should not react. Non-reactive gases must be present. Don't put the gases which are just like ammonia and HCl. They can react to give ammonium chloride solid. Clouds of ammonium chloride you will get in this. So don't put the reactive gases in the container. So we will explain the behavior of gases which are non-reactive with each other in the container. So you will see the physical properties. Number one, according to molecular orbital kinetic molecular theory of gases, gases are considered to be composed of minute discrete particles called molecules. Chlorine is a molecule, Cl2. Oxygen is molecule, nitrogen is molecule. Inert gases are called monoatomic molecules. Monoatomic, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. These are called monoatomic molecules. Yes. Number two, molecules move randomly in a straight line until they collide with each other or with the wall of the container. Just like nitrogen, its move upward, downward, side straight. Its movement is straight. When it strikes the wall of container, its direction is going to be changed. Or with the molecule of this gas, maybe move here, maybe move here. This may be move here, maybe move here. This may be move here, this may be move here. So there is a random motion. They will acquire a random motion after collisions between each other and with the wall of container. Otherwise, they move straight. Their movement is straight. The direction is only changed when they collide with each other or with another gas, with own atoms and molecules, or with a wall of container. Third point. When the molecules of the gas collide with each other, nitrogen molecules may be oxygen molecules, helium atoms, or helium with nitrogen oxygen, nitrogen with the wall of container. Their collisions will be perfectly elastic. Elastic collisions are those there will be no loss or gain in energy. During the collision, no loss and gain energy. When there is no loss and gain energy, physically they strike. Loss and gain energy means there should be a chemical reaction between them. So these collisions will be perfectly elastic, no loss or gain in energy. This is the third point. The molecules of gas are thought to be of the same mass and size but are different from the different gases. Size of nitrogen molecule same, size of helium molecule same, but size of nitrogen and helium are different. Next point. Fifth, the pressure is produced due to the collisions of the gas molecules. So when the gas molecules strike with each other or with another gas or with a wall of container, they exert pressure. More the number of gas molecules, so more the collisions between the gas molecules and more the pressure is exerted. The average kinetic energy of molecule is directly proportional to absolute temperature. It means that when you give the temperature from here, the kinetic energy of gas molecules increase. So students, these gas molecules collide frequently with each other. The collisions between the gas molecules are fast, frequently, more collision, and when they collide more, then they exert more pressure. So it means that pressure of the gas is directly proportional to the temperature. At relatively low pressure, average distances between the molecules are large as compared with the molecular diameter. If the gas molecules are less, our pressure is there. Suppose this is a diameter of nitrogen molecule, so the gas will be more. More distances will observe between the gas molecules as low pressure as compared the diameter of the own gases. Dear students, the point now which I am going to explain, these points are very, very, very important, and you will discuss in the next topics. I am telling you now here, ideal behavior and non-ideal behavior of the gases. Ideal and non-ideal behavior of the gases when we discuss. So you should bear in mind these 2 points. Okay, number 1. There are no attractive or repulsive forces present between the gas molecules. There are no attractive or repulsive forces present between the gas molecules. But dear students, if you apply pressure on the gas or if you decrease the temperature of the gas, these forces will operate. There will be a force of attraction between the gas molecules at high pressure low temperature. High pressure and low temperature, there are force of attraction, so we will discuss in those topics. Show the non-ideal here. Same point is also here. The volume occupied by the molecule is negligible as compared to the total volume of the container. So if you are going to decrease the temperature, so more attractive forces are here. So the volume of gas will be no more negligible. Okay, this will be less, decreased, but we can't neglect it completely. The volume of the gas is decreased as whole present in the container, but you can't neglect. So that's why, dear students, at high pressure and low temperature, these 2 points are called faulty points in the kinetic molecular theory of gases. Maybe some question asked, write down the faulty points in kinetic molecular theory of gases according to these 2 conditions, at high pressure and low temperature. So these points, last 2 points I told you, which are defects, faulty points. So dear students, Archimedes, which he derived the kinetic molecular theory of gases, deduced an equation for the pressure of an ideal gas. We will discuss in detail later. Non-ideal gas. This gas is also called perfect gas. This gas is also called real gas. Non-ideal gas is also called real gas. Ideal gas is called perfect gas. The gas which obeys all gas laws at certain conditions is called an ideal gas. And the gas which does not obey all the gas laws at certain conditions is called non-ideal gas, or we call real gas. On our globe, on the earth, in the atmosphere surrounding the earth, there is no perfect gas, no ideal gas. We will discuss later on. So students, there are 2 equations we call kinetic equation. One equation is called kinetic energy equation. This is called kinetic equation. V pressure, V volume, 1/3 mc square bar. This is called kinetic equation. P pressure, V volume, 1/3 m is the mass of gas, n or number of moles of gas, c is the root mean square velocity. Because gases are present in container, oxygen, nitrogen, they are different in nature, their velocities are different. That's why we calculate average velocity of the gases. P is the pressure, V is the volume, m is the mass of 1 mole of the gas, n is the number of moles of gas, and c square bar mean square velocity of the gas molecules. So mean square velocity, as I told you, different gases have different velocity, so that's why c square bar is equal number of moles of gas 1, velocity of the gas 1 square, plus number of moles of gas 2, velocity of gas square, plus number of moles of gas 3, velocity of gas 3 square, so on and so forth, divided by number of moles of gas 1 plus number of moles of gas 2 plus number of moles of gas 3. This is so and so forth. So this is called a mean square velocity. Average possible velocity of all gases is called c square bar. The square root of the c is called root mean square velocity. Now, motion of the particles of gas. There are 3 types of motions according to kinetic molecular theory of gases. These motions are haphazard, not straight. They have certain kinetic energy, and these motions will be increased by increasing temperature. So 3 types. Number 1 is called translational motion. Translational motion, rotational motion, vibrational motion. 3. Number 1. Translational motion. Number 2. Rotational motion. Number 3. Vibrational motion. So students, I told you earlier that for the inert gases we call them monoatomic molecule. They show translational motion, while diatomic molecule, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, polyatomic molecules, carbon dioxide gas, ammonia, will undergo in addition of translational motion, rotational motion and vibrational motion. So number 1, translational motion. The motion import due to the gaseous molecules due to their motion in all possible direction is called translational motion. In all possible directions is called translational motion, and energy as kinetic translational energy. So in this case, entire molecules move from place to place. This is the translational motion. You can see the different motions of molecules, diagrams are given here. Translational motion. Okay. Rotational motion. The motion imparted to gas molecules as a result of net angular momentum about their center of gravity. Net regular momentum about their center of gravity is called rotational motion and energy, kinetic rotational energy. So just like molecules spin like a propeller. Spin like a propeller diagram is given down. Vibrational motion. The motion imparted to the gas molecules due to oscillations to and fro. Pendulum. Oscillation is called vibrational motion and energy, kinetic vibrational energy we call. In this case, molecules vibrate back and forth just like clock, pendulum in physics. So as a result, the total kinetic energy must be equal to kinetic energy of vibration and potential energy of vibration. So these are, students, three types of motion in the gaseous molecules: translational motion, rotational motion, vibrational motion. Now then we start the important topic. Absolute zero. We call absolute zero. Dear students, as I gave you some hint in the previous topic while discussing the non-ideal behavior of the gases. So non-ideal behavior, gas at high pressure and very low temperature. So when you are going to cool a gas, so certain temperature comes, certain limit of temperature reaches where gas loses its identity. Phase is going to be changed. This is called liquefaction of the gases or solidification of the gases. Means before reaching the temperature, all gases lose their identity. No more gas. Change into liquid or solid. That temperature is called absolute zero. 0 Kelvin, absolute zero, and this temperature is, I'm writing here, minus 273.15 degrees Celsius. So before reaching this temperature, all gases, maybe heavier gases and lighter gases, because liquefaction temperature of the hydrogen, which is lightest among all, near this temperature. That's why it's my possible lowest temperature. This is a possible lowest temperature for the gases where the gases liquefies or solidifies. So dear students, absolute temperature scale on the basis of Charles' law. These are called gas laws. Gas laws, Charles and Boyle's. Normal definition which we are doing in grade 9 also, here is also. Charles, Lord Charles. According to this law, the volume of given mass of gas is directly proportional to the absolute temperature where the pressure is kept constant, is called Charles' law. So V is equal to Kp. So K will be is equal to V over P is called a Charles' law. So there the critical definition of Charles' law here. The volume of given mass of gas is going to be increases or decreases by 1 over 273 times of its original volume and reduces to 0 at minus 273.15 degrees Celsius is called Charles' law, and this is a critical definition. This law states that volume of the given mass of gas is increases or decreases by 1 over 273 times of its original volume and reduced to 0 at minus 273.15 degrees Celsius is called Charles. It means that at this temperature, gas does not retain its properties. No gas. Gas may be changed into solid or gas is called absolute zero. So, the scientist Lord Kelvin in 1824 to 1907, he gave another scale of temperature we call absolute temperature and we call Kelvin. So Kelvin is equal to 0 degrees Celsius plus 273. Numerically, when you are going to do the numericals and applying the Charles' law temperature involved, the degrees Celsius must be converted into Kelvin. You must convert the Kelvin. What is the degree Celsius? You add 273. Why we call absolute 0 degree Celsius minus 273.15 and plus 273.15, you will get 0. That's why this temperature is called 0 Kelvin. Means 273.15 degrees Celsius is called 0 Kelvin. You can convert these temperature scales from one to another degree Celsius into degree Fahrenheit, and also in the Kelvin also you have to convert this one. So dear students, there is one derivation. Inshallah, in the next lecture we will discuss the relation between the temperature and average kinetic energy of particles in the gas. So there the derivations, inshallah, we will discuss in the next lecture. So already I am telling you, dear students, these situations are not normal situations. Inshallah, they will. So in these situations, we don't know about the real conditions throughout the world, how the examination will be conducted, when they will be conducted. Human beings are thinking about it. They are making their programs, but we don't know actually. That's why you have to adopt yourself in these conditions. These are not normal conditions. So we don't know how the examination will be conducted, what will be the pattern of the paper. Maybe all MCQs you have to solve by using internet here. or maybe other types of paper. Inshallah, the condition will be better. The novel conditions you have to appear in the examination hall and you have to solve the papers. So, but you have to prepare. You have to adopt yourself in all kinds of situations and conditions. That's why I'm telling you that because of these 2 years, grade 11 and 12, these are the career years you have to enter in the professional institutions. That's why you have to care about this one and you have to work hard and prepare yourself according to these conditions. Thank you very much. Inshallah, we will discuss next time this topic.